Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. I'm glad everyone's back for another winning Saturday morning. Big card today. Lots of NHL, lots of NBA, and lots of college basketball, of course. Hope everyone had a good Friday. I got to sleep in. Pretty excited for that. How you doing, Ramon?
Great, Mindy, and hello to everybody, and welcome to the morning steam with the Midwest Premier Sports Handicapper, Mindy Hahn. I'm Ramon Scott. Yeah, Mindy. This is we. I think Tony always says it best, right? When we talk about college basketball on Saturday, right? We think of this as a great, a busy card, but this is nothing, right? I mean, we've been here since, since the start of the season when there's 160 games or sometimes, but this is nothing.
Right.
But the games are fun, the games are big, and win or go home for many of the teams tonight. We get, I say tonight, I mean, we're just 2 hours away from the first two starts, a couple games, including the championship in the America East to start the morning. How many years now we had that game? It seems like, oh my gosh, look at all these comments and everybody coming in.
I know.
We
It's going to
missed
be
you.
hard
We
to keep
missed
up.
you. Missed you over the one day off. Maybe we could say hello to everyone and go. We don't want to look. I'm gonna scroll through. Hope I don't miss any good comments. But with so much going on, I mean, Mindy, you talked about it in the Discord. We're gonna preview how many games here. A lot.
A
So
lot.
a lot of games.
I'm
So
like, what a day for hockey to just, bring the heat with, I think, almost every team playing. We might be missing one or two.
Ron is here, Latifa is here, and Adam is here to start us off. Greg Gillings is here. He's had a good start to his weekend
That's
so
right.
far. Dave is here today, and Brent Cook's here as well. Making me want pizza already. I don't know what. Come on, this is it. This is fun. This is basketball time. But NBA, yeah, also the big card in NBA. You mentioned it. Thomas Lewis is here, already making some picks, it looks like. Just great to see everyone get rolling. Maybe we'll have a big A. There's the Discord up there posted, so you can join us in there and continue the conversation. So I don't want to interrupt the conversation with you guys in the chat. Mindy was. Hopefully everybody's getting Mindy. I see her. I hear her.
I look fine on the play so far. I mean, on YouTube here so
Great.
far.
That makes me feel great. Everybody, if Mindy looks great as usual, then let me know because on my end, am I choppy, you guys? Because things
No,
are
you're
looking. I'm just
fine.
maybe I sound like I'm a little bit, skeptical about everything that's going on. I'm really worried about Mindy's video, and maybe it's just on my end. But as long as everything, uh, you know, yeah, butterscotch. Don't forget right. It's is it my least favorite day of the year? Is that fair to say? The
Funny.
lose 1 hour. When do we capitalize on that? When do we have to adjust ourselves a little bit? Darren's here today.
Looks like we're not glitchy, and he likes my Doritos shirt.
Great.
Yeah. So
Well,
I don't like so I mean I don't like ranch. Okay. So like ranch dressing and me just don't get along. And so my nieces and nephews think it's fine to go ahead and buy me this cool ranch Dorito shirt. So I wear it with pride.
Well, I would say, and again, I get, like I said, it's obviously on my end, this technical. But when you did this and it froze, there's like Dorito on the Doritos. See, James is here today. Good to see him. Thanks for being in the game day picks chat there. Appreciate it. Would like to see all you guys there. I know it was busy. It's the middle of the day sometimes. So, a butterscotch no show. Ron. Oh, Danielle Cunningham is here. Corday is here as well. So Latifa talking about the madness. The madness. I think. What did you think? I don't know if you saw, Mindy. It was a late game, but the Utah Valley Southern Utah game got the full madness last night as Southern Utah came back from this massive deficit in the last couple of minutes and used a 4-point play to knock out Utah Valley. It was a real choke job. I don't know how.
It's one of those like all I know is I have Utah Valley, and
Okay.
it's like, oh my God, not again, right? Like that's kind of how you feel about some of this stuff. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. I think just things have been so crazy. I mean, it is madness. It's been like the definition of it for sure. And how many hats I have? I don't know. Probably 30 or 40, I'd say. I don't always show all of them because they're, a lot of mine are all kind of, dingy and such. So I don't get them all on the show. But I have to match. I have to be, fashionable, Ramon. Fashion statements.
I think I've said hello to everyone here. I hope I didn't miss any comments or picks, but we got to roll. But I just have to do our commercial, Mindy, and talk about Tony'sPicks.com, where you'll find our premium picks every day. Over at Tony's Picks, you can use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages on Saturday, Mindy. Take a look at those handicapper leaderboards. Tony is the hottest handicapper for the last 7 days for sure. Clicking in at 67% of his plays over the last 7 days for plus 900 units. Daniel 3-0 yesterday. The GM with 4 winners, Tim Irwin 4 winners, and Tiffany with 3 winners yesterday over at Tony's Picks. Don't forget, check out our packages for today. Tony T's got the Powerhouse 3-pack of college plays for Saturday. Daniel's got a 3-pack in there as well. Tony, the VIP account, has the $15 best bet for today as well. I've got a 3-pack right there in college basketball ready to roll for tonight's action. Ben has a 3-pack, 2 college and 1 NCAA. Tim Irwin's got his $15 best bet. Mindy, you're ready to roll in hockey, among other things.
Yeah, I'm in pretty big in the NHL and NBA here so far. Just managed to go ahead and get only a couple picks up here this morning on some of those early games. So if you're a subscriber, you can check a couple games out there, or you can go ahead and purchase them a la carte for those 10 a.m. Central Time games. And then we'll be coming in after the show with the rest of college basketball. It's crazy. Like, we get up, 5 o'clock, and I still don't have enough time trying to get through these 30 games here just for the show in order to get the rest of that stuff up. So we're always running a little bit behind, so apologize for that. But we definitely do our best to get you all of these winners in a timely fashion.
Let's get to the free previews here. I'll just mention also for tonight real fast that I've got a 3-pack for tonight's UFC card. This one on ESPN Plus, not including the main event. It's a pretty big favorite there in the main event, so we're not going to give out a pick there. But I don't know. I had a podcast this week, Mindy. You can find it on YouTube, not on the Tony's channel. I have a gentleman who's an expert, and he sells his picks. So, but if you want to check it out, you can find it. It's pretty easy to find. And in that interview, in that show where we give out 3 winners, the expert handicapper comes on with me. I'm his host, pays me to host. But we had an interview with Al Iaquinta. I want to say UFC legend, never won a title, but he fought Habib when Habib won the title for the first time. And so I want to check that out before the card gets underway. Check out some free winners there, but pick up my 3-pack as well. Just want to mention that because we had a pretty big UFC celebrity this week. It was exciting to speak with Mr. Iaquinta. I teased him a little bit, said, hey, here he is. He had a pretty big reputation in the UFC, but I touted him as the top real estate agent currently on Long Island. Everyone knows him for some of his great fights. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com and pick out the packages from Mindy and I today, or our other handicappers. All of them are profit guaranteed if you buy these short-term packages. Of course, get our long-term. Mindy and I have been really happy with anyone. You don't have to reveal your identity here, but anybody who's picked up our packages this week or anytime, thank you so much. We appreciate it. So use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Check out those handicapper leaderboards, see who's hot, and then get signed up. Okay, we've got to go, Benny. This is a big time show. So many games, but got to do our job there too. Our main job here is to sell those premium picks. Got to be honest with you guys. Second priority, get these free winners out there to everyone that helps
complimentary
us.
Free
good, right? We look good on these, and then maybe you go for the subscriptions. I mean, that's how this is how it works. So I want to say hello to Goose Houdat Nation. I know he's stopped by before, but haven't heard from him in a while. So good to see you there. And Duran is wondering about some action today we don't have, but anybody want to chat in there a little bit? So thanks, Gary, Danielle. Let me make sure we got everybody before we roll. Here we go. Jeffrey's here today. And Ferner's here today as well. Verley is here. I think we can get going then because there's everybody. Blake is here as well. Big Meat's here.
Welcome, Big Meat. Have the meats.
Man. Had a filet yesterday.
Hey, I did too. My mom bought me some Longhorn. It was awesome. Had my filet. It was good stuff.
Ibrahim Dahibi, they're all waiting for Mindy's hockey picks, I think, here. All right. Let's go. We're going to start off here with college basketball. We had a special request from Her Majesty to cover, and so we thought we'd start the show with Mindy Latifah's pick for the game here in the SEC semifinal. She did ask about Missouri and Alabama, and I just want to mention Tony's got the preview there for that game. Latifah and everybody. Also, Tony's got previews of a bunch of games, including those early starts. We got to get done before 8 o'clock, so you guys can check those out if you haven't already, because you should have done it already. He had them up really early, but he's got Cornell and Yale, Lowell and Vermont, Pennsylvania and Princeton, St. Louis and VCU, Fordham and Dayton, Kent and Toledo, among others, Mindy, Ohio State and Purdue. That Cincinnati game, Tony has a lot of games up there. Here we go with our previews, however, and Latifah requests Vanderbilt and Texas A&M.
All right. I'm going to go over the total of 140 here. Last time they put up 148. And then, basically it's one of those that, A&M, they don't really have much here for defense. So they're sitting at about 215 compared to a 143 average here for Vandy. The over is 5-1 in Vandy's last 6 games as well. Going to go over the total, Ramon.
All right, Mindy takes the over here in Vanderbilt and Texas A&M. I'm real cautious on some of these totals. Even I have not been clicking at my usual rate on these totals. So I'm going to take A&M and lay these points. Certainly impressed at Vandy's little move here to get to this game, but I'm going to go ahead and lay 6 points in this one with A&M. That's going to be my selection, I think, here. Yeah, I think that, it just feels like it could crawl over the total. Maybe that's the way I'm feeling about the total in this one, guys. But what do you guys think? I'll tell you this. I know I'm not begging off of it because Tony had the preview. I've got a premium in the other game. You probably have a premium in this game or the other game. Want to say hello to Curtis here today. Look, Butterscotch is like, hello to Big Meat. And let's see, Brent talking about the SEC. Darren's on Vandy, feels worried. He's like, Oh, Latifa, she said she likes the over in this one. I should have looked first to see what you guys were doing. Goosey says, I've got A&M win the tournament. But he's scared. Okay, I'm not sure if he's saying like he wants them to win this game, but he's concerned that maybe that Vanderbilt could upset him. I'm not sure. So, Walk This Way is here today. He's already firing it up. Goosey says he's been pounding the Aggies here, and he's going to go down with them. Butterscotch got him as a parlay piece. But yeah, that's what I was saying, Thomas. No doubt about it. I mean, that was a good performance by Vanderbilt yesterday. All right, Mindy. Head to head, this year they just met one time, and it was A&M coming out on top, 72-66. Back on January 28th, they did not cover 9.5 points in that matchup. But yeah, no doubt about it. Vanderbilt took down Kentucky, and yeah, that Kentucky man, they could be the one and done. Yeah. Zordon's here today. Burley says Vandy plus the points. All right, though, I'll take Texas A&M. Mindy will take the over.
And my hockey notes have been delivered, Ramon.
You get your hockey notes from Amazon, or
right? Snail mail.
Okay, our next matchup that we're looking at, we're going out to the Big Ten for Game 2. We know Game 1, Ohio State and Purdue, but this one, Penn State and IU. IU's favored by 3, total 140. Mindy, what's going on in your Big Ten with these 4 teams left?
I mean, I have it modeled at a virtual tie here. So with that, I'm just going to go ahead and take the points with Penn State. I like how they've been playing here as of late. They kind of show me a little bit more oomph, a little bit more fire here as of late. I know they haven't played each other since January. Indiana lost that one 66-85. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to roll with the white and blue team here today. I'm taking Penn State plus the points.
Okay, I'll take them with you, but boy, Ohio State, they decided to show up here in Chicago. Can they do it again against Purdue in the other game? Here, Penn State, Indiana, all of a sudden, they're like, hello, don't forget about us. But Penn State, in pretty good position here, maybe as a dog to cover this game, maybe even win this game outright. Butterscotch, he likes Penn State in this one. Dave, it better not be a 4-hour show. I want off this air, you guys, by in 90 minutes from now at least. That's because we got games to watch.
Yeah.
So, okay, Ohio State for Walk This Way, I think. And not much comments on this one, Mindy, but we're on Penn State here in this one, getting the points from Indiana. And it is 3 right now, right? So, okay, I don't know. It might go down to 2.5, but let's get it here. Plus 3, I like Penn State. I think they could win the game. TJ says go under here in this one. And Walk This Way makes his pick for both games.
Right.
All right. Okay. Now here's a great one now as we get out to the Big 12. Wow. Texas and Kansas. Kansas 1.5, 141.5.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead here and take a look at the under 141.5. Last outing was 59.75 for a grand total of 134. Under 6-0 in the Jayhawks last 6 and 4-0 in the Longhorns last 4. Overall, in this tournament seems to be a whole under game. I mean, what is it when I see teams out there having 11 points at halftime? What's going on, Ramon?
Oh boy, what is going on in the Big 12? But what we're left with are, well, I don't know, 2, dare I say, strong teams in this one. Let's see if there's any comments here. Oh, well, don't forget, we didn't know. I'd missed the news that night when that first
What he's
game
talking
came
about.
about Bill Self, and then of course we know now over the last, not here for the tournament. So Darren says Kansas as well. This is a close
Right.
matchup, and wow, that's it from the chat, huh? All right.
They're still thinking about the Big Ten, I'm sure. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, here's Goosey says, well, I was wondering if I was getting delayed comments like my video. Maybe there's something on my end. I don't know. Hello to Howard Hogan here today. Looks like
Yeah, Mr. Lewis. It's only because I might have a premium selection on the side, so maybe it's considered to be safe for the show. But it's kind of like how we have to just navigate this whole system of playing both sides.
I see. All right, Goosey has a little action for us as well. Ferner's going to lead Kansas here. All right, Mindy. This one is a tough one for me, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to take the Kansas Jayhawks to win this one against Texas. I think Kansas. I don't know. They're sometimes overrated heading into the tournament. Could they be underrated this time? I'm wondering about that. I'm a pretty big Grady Dick fan. I don't know about you guys. I mean, we haven't seen we know he's a interesting talent, but is the superstardom going to come here real soon for Grady Dick? Let's take Kansas here in this one. Mindy's on the under in this game tonight. All right, Mindy. Well, somewhere along the way, when I used to watch Big East basketball, I never thought a team from Cincinnati would be meeting a team from Milwaukee, basically in Madison Square Garden to determine the Big East championship. But here comes Xavier and Marquette. I mean, we've seen, the newcomers in the championship before, but I mean, it just seems funny to me because to me, the Big East is those teams from back in the day, the Seton Halls, the Georgetowns, the Villanovas, and here's Xavier and Marquette, the new Big East.
Well, I have Xavier winning this one outright, so I'm going to definitely be taking the points here. Marquette just hasn't been covering any spreads. 0-4 in the last 4 against the spread. I'm going to go Xavier, beating my Creighton team.
Yeah, that was something for sure. Lockeroni, Gary might have his own. We said, Mindy, everybody's going to come up with their own nickname for their secret play of the day, their super play of the day, and maybe Gary's Lockeroni could be a good name for Gary's play. I don't know. All right, Thomas says he needs us to come through with the advice on this game, and I'm going to give you 2 options here, I think, in this one. Let's just take a look, though, at Ibrahim. He's got Marquette in this one going against Mindy. I'll tell you what I'm doing is going over. This is a big total, no doubt about it, but I'm willing to go over 154 here with Xavier and Marquette in this one, Mindy. I think we'll just offer up 2 plays here today.
All right. Hey, nothing wrong with that either.
And then Scott's typed in, he probably, right when I was saying it, he goes under. And I get it. I mean, a lot of these, it's been under City. Oh, do I have the wrong typo there? No, yes, it is a neutral site. Ibrahim, this game is being played in Madison Square Garden, the mecca of basketball. So Mindy's going to be on Xavier, and I'm going to be on the over here in this one. I mean, Xavier's 21-12 to the over this season, and Marquette, they've trended over a little bit, 13-10 to the over as a favorite. But I will say that both regular season meetings did go under. All right. Okay, Duke and Virginia. Well, we got two teams here in the ACC final, with Duke now favored in this one, Mindy, 2.5, and the total is 123.5.
Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and go Duke. I've kind of gone back and forth in this one. I just think it's going to be a really, really good game. I kind of wish I didn't have to make a pick, right? But yeah, I think Duke will get it only because I see them now having the 73rd best offense compared to 149 here for Virginia, the better defense at 27 compared to 133. I'm just going to kind of go with those. I think Duke's just kind of been playing maybe a little bit better ball as of late. They just really look like they might actually want it a little bit more. I'm going to go with the Blue Devils today.
Yeah, Duke found a way to get to this final here. Hey, hello to Joshua Potts today. We missed on that last game. I want to say hello. Butterscotch Duke money line. Jeffrey Linton goes the other way. Says Virginia has too much D. And Thomas Lewis says he was impressed the way Duke is coming into the game right now. Yeah, maybe they saved the bet. They never a surprise, right? It's still Duke, but just we weren't sure. It looks like we weren't sure about Duke. Now maybe they're proving us wrong. Tell you where I'm going with this one, Mindy. I'm going under City. It's a Virginia game. Duke's games, they definitely have some tendencies this year to go under. At home, they were kind of a break-even proposition on totals, but away from home now, because this is another neutral site, obviously. But we know how some of these games are playing out. This game's in Greensboro. Gary looks like he likes Duke, but Brent's on Virginia. You're going to get some mixed opinions on a lot of these championship games. Closely rated, a lot of information out there. So I'm going to be on the under here, 123.5. And Mindy will take the Blue Devils, lay those 2.5 points. Okay. Good picks, you guys. All right, here we go with another coin flip, if you will. UAB here. This one is being played in Frisco, and UAB -1, total 148.5 against FAU.
Man, I really liked Florida Atlantic yesterday. I really thought they were going to be able to cover that big number, and then look, they almost lost, right? But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those that it's crazy, right? I mean, like these games have just been so, I don't know, so interesting here as of late. I actually have FAU winning this one by about 3. The Blazers are 5-14 in their last 19 following an ATS win. I think Florida Atlantic here is the better team. They have the 21st rated offense, if we take a look at some of that efficiency. But they did lose to UAB last time, 77-68, but won the time before, 88-86. So I do think it's going to be, pretty close. I think all these games are pretty evenly matched here today. I like it that C-Man has FAU as the lock, so I'll take them.
I do too. If Curtis likes it, I like it. You like it, I like it. Let's take FAU. I know they didn't get the money yesterday at all.
They almost lost. It was like a last second shot.
And it was worrisome. FAU was a team that I, was looking to ride and try to take them in as many spots as possible. And here, at least what we're getting them at really is in a pick-em game, not laying any points here. They've been awesome this season. Remember, there's only, you look at the team. Granted, we're playing in Conference USA here, so it's not, good come. But you look at what Houston's done. You look at FAU, the teams that don't have a lot of losses, right? So FAU has been that. I don't know. Are they sleepy? Are they under the radar? Are they a team that all of the experts are like, can't wait to play them? Or are they kind of overrated by some of the experts? Well, they must have been overrated yesterday. They didn't get that money, but take them to win this championship game against UAB. Doing a great job. But let's take FAU, Mindy. We've got 2 plays. I think that gives us 2 plays in the colleges
Two
today.
plays in the colleges. And I know I was looking at Iona. They didn't cover that 13.5. I don't remember what they were today. So, but yeah, I like Iona as well. But I don't remember where the points were today.
Sounds like Darren is in Birmingham. Oh, he's on you. Okay. Darren's in. Wow, look at this. He's in Birmingham. I don't know what the FAU steam room hottie is, and I'm not sure I do, Gary, but
hot takes, lots of hot takes. How about that?
Okay. All right, let's get moving here.
Iona. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Scott said I had them half, and I was like, wow, maybe a little bit of teaser or something. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool to get that money. That was probably an easy win there, -8.5.
Okay, we're going to move to the NBA next. And let's see here. This card is a 10-game card, and it starts in the afternoon, but most of the action is at night. There is one day game, and it's the Clippers. They will host the Knicks. That's the game we'll start with. Everybody get ready for NBA here. All right.
Glitchy. I don't want to be glitchy.
Yeah, it just was just a tiny bit, but I think I don't think it's relating to what I was seeing, but there was a little bit of delay there. Okay, I think we'll be okay though. Let's take a look at it right now between the Knicks and the Clippers. The Clippers are now to a 5-point favorite, and the total is down to 227.5.
Well, I feel like I'm going to go ahead and take the over. I think it even dipped a little bit from the earlier numbers, perhaps, or still right about on. But yeah, over in the last 3 games, the Knicks are 1-2, scoring 117. Clippers 2-1, scoring 123. Over 8-2 in the Knicks last 10, 7-3 in the Clippers last 10. There as well. Going to go over the total here.
Over or under, Mindy?
Over the total.
Over.
27.5.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Mindy takes the over with Knicks and the Clippers. Yeah, maybe that Clippers D is starting to slip up a little bit from what they've usually been able to do at home. We know they're a solid under team at home, but now all of a sudden now with ever since they made the deal to get Russ, I mean, he's just one guy. It shouldn't change the entire complexion of the team, should it? Maybe it did. Thomas Lewis says those are our Knicks. I like the Knicks. How about you guys? Oh, it's the Scotch lock. I'm in on the Knicks, Mindy.
All right.
On the over. I'm going to be here on the Knicks in this one. Maybe they'll win this game outright. Ferner's got it as a lean. Forget a lean, Ferner. We're on the Knicks. We're on the Knicks. We're not leaning. We're hitting this one. So. Moneyline Mills is here. Great to see Moneyline Mills. Moneyline. We hit a 7-leg. He hit a 7-leg. I kind of read it as good morning.
Fat cash.
I was like, I read Moneyline Mills' comment. He said, good morning. You guys hit a 7-leg parlay last night. I said, hey, just send the money.
Right.
I'm glad I hit that. But he meant he hit a 7-legger. So he's having a good morning. So far, Moneyline Mills. All right, Mindy's on the Knicks. I'm on the over here. Verley. We know Brunson. Brunson is the injury concern in this game, no doubt about it. He is out for the Knicks. So Norman Powell out for the Clippers indefinitely. Feel bad about that. That's my guy. One of my favorite players in the league. Little prop action from Darren.
Moneyline Mills has the target locked on.
Okay. All right. Everything else is at night now. Let's move into that part of the card. Take a look at Utah, -2.5. 231 here at Charlotte.
Jazz Hornets. I'm going under in this one. At 6-1, the Jazz last 7 games after scoring more than the 125 that previous game. 7-0 in the Hornets last 7 following a straight up win. Even though I always kind of, get nervous because, Mark always tells me that the Hornets are trash. Trash defense in the fourth quarter. I'm still going under.
Greg will take the Jazz here on the money line. We're going under, Mindy, for sure. I mean, you hear Tony keep talking about it with ever since Ball has been injured now for the team. That Charlotte's been going under. They're going under big time right now. They're on a massive under streak. Really, I think it's 9 in the last 10. They're now 9-22 to the under at home. Utah's exactly the opposite at 22-11 to the over on the road. But when they're favored, that usually lends to an under. So I think that's the stat for me to look at here, because you have the Utah that goes over on the road, but Charlotte goes under at home. But Utah, usually that's as an underdog that Utah ends up going over on the road. Here now, as a favorite, I'm going to go under. The butterscotch on the under here.
Good.
All right, we've got a premium consensus here.
There we go. We're on a roll. We're on a roll.
Okay.
Makes me hungry for maybe a donut or something.
Yeah.
I love the French. Those are my fave.
I don't want to cook though today. I might just get. I don't want to say McMuffins or something. I don't know. Okay, Heat and the Magic here. Magic up to 2.5 now in this one. 220.5. I think I've seen this total kind of bouncing around a little bit this morning.
A little bit, huh? I'm going to go ahead and take the Heat. They are 5-1 versus the Magic over the last 3 years here. Also 2-1 over their last 3 games, scoring 115. Magic are allowing almost 129 here as well. Going to go ahead and take the Heat.
All right. Mindy on Miami here against Orlando. Miami did a good job last night. They're on the back-to-back, obviously, but they were able to beat Cleveland. After all, went back and forth in the second half. You saw it, you guys. Miami's up. Cleveland comes back. Miami goes up. And then Miami, and then Cleveland tries to come back, but Miami hangs on. Now they've got to turn around and go play that stingy Magic. But Butterscotch says, I like Miami on the road. Ferner says, give me the Heat. Seaman says the under is his call, has a lock. I don't want to necessarily – Curtis is my man, but I'm going over in this one as my call, Mindy. The steam came in on the over here. I know these trends. I mean, you look at these two teams. I mean, you almost got to think under, but I'm going to respect the Sharps here that keep pushing this total back up. I'm seeing that back and forth action. Maybe that's where I'm getting thrown off a little bit. I mean, no doubt, you guys know I love quoting those trends, but look, Miami 13-20 to the under on the road, but I don't know. I'm just thinking of the matchup right now. I'm kind of going with the eye test for me, what I think is going to happen in the game, and not necessarily what my favorite trends are telling me is going to happen here, because when I think of Miami, it's right. Don't we kind of right now? It seems like with these crazy totals, as soon as we see the total that's in the two teens, we're like under. That's the under game. It's kind of like the hockey game that's 5.5 tonight.
Right.
Of course, we're going to go under. I'm going to go over, though. Curtis and I have a little challenge, but that's okay. Curtis is locked, no doubt about it. Curtis, give me the business tomorrow if that one comes in for you. All right. Yeah, not worried about the travel there, Scotch, but certainly, playing the 2 games in a row. Couldn't stop Hero. Verley says Heat to cover. All right. Mindy, let's move on and take a look at the Pacers and the Magic here. The Pacers are 5.5, and the total 229.5.
Well, I haven't, selected this team in a while. Let's go with the Pistons. They're 4-1 against the spread here, versus the Pacers, especially off of some days of rest. Pistons 7-3 against the spread the last 10 versus a team with a losing record here as well. Going to take the Pistons at home +6.
All right, Mindy. Yeah, well, you don't take the Pistons because you usually know better. But here, maybe against the Pacers right now, we're looking for a spot. Halliburton is questionable for this game. Bogdanovich is out for the Pistons. Burks is out for the Pistons. Ivy's out for the Pistons. Stewart
Everyone's
is
out
out
for
for
the
the
Pistons.
Pistons. Yeah, they've got too many injuries here in this one, I think. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to be on the under in this one with the Pacers and the Magic. Look, in a game like this, it's not like you're missing a lot of scorers and like who's going to pick up the slack. I just don't think that 230 points is possible between the way these two teams are, playing right now. You've got to make shots, and well, I'm not too thrilled with these two teams anyway. Who is? But I'm going to take the under in this one. I'm not even sure I can get on a side here. Wouldn't want to lay points with the Pacers on the road. I guess you guys might be right with the Pistons at home. What are you guys saying in the chat?
Yeah, pretty much not betting. We'll
Nobody's
pass
betting this
on.
game.
Yep.
When we get to baseball season, Mindy, we're going to have to start making decisions because we'll have all three sports, and then it might be the teams that are out of the playoff picture probably might get booted from the coverage because early on we got to cover all those baseball because everyone gets a chance. All right, Greg says, do the Pistons cover another one? Pacers, I guess, says Scotch.
Yeah, we already covered college, so you'll just have to maybe go back a little bit.
All right. Then let's take a look now at the Celtics and the Hawks. The Celtics on the road here, they're up to a 5-point favorite, total 236.5. This total's been going up.
Well, I feel like I just can't really trust this Celtics team. I really want to. I try to. I'm going to take the Hawks, though. I'm going to take some points at home here. Looks like some of the money's going on the Celtics. It's kind of gone that way from maybe an open of about 4.5. Celtics here 1-2 over their last 3 games here. Hawks 4-1 against the spread the last 5 home games here as well. Going to go ahead and take the Hawks.
All right, Mindy on the Hawks here in this one. Steam came in on the over, but I don't know. These two teams have played 5 straight to the under in their Eastern Conference rivals. So, they play 4 times a year. So, last several meetings, pretty strong unders here. Here's Butterscotch. He's on Boston. Latifah's ready for some baseball talk. Well, maybe I'll at least talk about who's playing in the baseball classic today. The United States plays tonight, I'll tell you that. Moneyline Mills is on Boston. Thomas is on the Hawks with you, Mindy.
Phew.
Well, hey, maybe this is a spot. We've kind of been wondering what's going on with Boston. Matt D's here. Good to see you, Matt. I'm going to take that under, Mindy. This series history to me kind of strikes it as maybe what could 230. In fact, it's 236.5. I'll just penalize myself and take it at 235.5 because that's on screen. I don't want to look like I'm adding a point
in the books.
We kind of want to be official, but Ferner on the Celtics. I'm going to be on the under in this one. I'd take it under 235.5. I'd take it under 235. I'd take it under a little bit lower than that. I would just reduce my stake. I don't just draw the line when it crosses one particular number. Just kind of reduce the stake a little bit. I mean, I don't remember what that discussion was a couple of days ago, but somebody was talking about that. You send out a premium and it's 2 points lower. No, you don't. If we're going to play 100, go 75. All right. Mindy is on the Hawks, and I am on the under. All right. Let's take a look now on the Mavericks and the Grizzlies. The Mavericks have all sorts of issues entering this game, Mindy, with no Luka and also Kyrie now questionable. It's amazing, once one superstar doesn't matter what the team, it seems like, once one superstar is out, then the next one's out as well. But he's only questionable, but I don't know, feels like to me he's not going to play. And of course, we know the Memphis has all their problems too, but maybe it's one of those reverse chemistry things with Ja Morant.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe stay away from the side here. We're gonna go with the under. See how you think about that one. Mavs are again without Doncic, right? Like you said, without Irving, Morant. Yeah. Well, they've turned their defense, I think. It's maybe around a little bit, right? Only giving up 111 points here over the last 2 games, under 4 on the Grizzlies' last 4, versus a team with a winning straight-up record. Gonna take the under.
Right, you got to wonder now. Sometimes I'm like talking about how the Pistons, all these players are out, nobody's going to do the scoring. But now, what about when you take out 3, huge, real scoring guys? Sure, when you have all these Detroit Pistons out, what do you got? Oh, I'm missing 7 points here. I'm missing 8 points there. I'm missing 6 points here. Like they always say, I mean, there's going to be 10 guys on the floor. Someone's got to pick up the scoring. But what about when you got this game where you got 27 points possibly out? You have 33 points missing. You got another 27-point scorer out. Now, is that reflected in the 224.5? Of course it is. But, is it the compensation, what you are expecting? Or will it just be a total, as Mindy might suggest here, something under 220-ish, if you will. So Ferner says this means an auto lock for him and the Grizz. Greg says if Irving's in there, he'd actually lean Dallas. I'd be like, oh, Irving's in, give me the Grizzlies. Blake's on the under. Remember, he's our Tennessee correspondent, so you got to put a little asterisk by his comment as a good asterisk,
Right.
Respect this opinion. But Scott says under for sure. And Thomas says he does like the Grizzlies. Butterscotch just says it'll be Brick City. Kyrie, right. Well, and again, I mean, Dallas has been a disaster. So, okay, Mindy, I will take the Memphis Grizzlies here to cover the number against Dallas tonight. I'll lay the points no matter where Kyrie is. Hopefully he's in the game. Yeah. How's that? Bulls and Rockets here. I'm down on these guys. I mean, I'm down on the big ego guys. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, maybe I'm crusty, maybe not. But I mean, it just, to me, the results, it just seems to follow these guys. It's almost like telling them, prove me wrong. The Chicago here, 7.5, 224.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to take the Rockets. Both teams 1 and 2 over their last 3. Bulls just not scoring a lot here as of late. Only 114 over their last 5 games. Rockets still, they're terrible, but they still score 121 over that span. Rockets 5 and 2 against the spread in the last 7 versus a team with a losing record here as well. Taking the Rockets and those points against.
Okay, well, look at you got your Chicago correspondent coming here today, and he says he's going to take the Bulls.
I don't blame you.
Well, I mean, someone's got to take the Rockets. You would think, in general terms, 50% of the people would take the Rockets. That's the funny thing about public betting percentages, if you want to believe them or not. I tend to believe the reporting sites. I don't think they're always, reflective or accurate, but technically half the people should be taking the Rockets. They're not giving away money at these sports books, but you're getting the points, and no doubt about it. Scott just hates watching Houston games, so he might not watch his team here.
Yeah, maybe it'll just be on blackout. You just, can avoid it.
Want to say hello to Erica today. She brought her plays in. And the Bulls, you know what? Interesting point there by Scotch. Greg says not happy with. I'll be on the under in this one, Mindy, for sure. I've got to think that if the Bulls are going to get it, here's Thomas Lewis on the Bulls. Verner is going to buy it up to 10. I'm going to be on the under here for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, mostly because of Chicago. Ron G here today, and he says take Chicago in the first half, probably laying 4 points or so, maybe 4.5.
Yeah,
Chicago, yep. Chicago 12-17 to the under as a favorite. All right, we're continuing on. We're getting there. Doing a good job, everybody. We haven't gotten that hockey card yet. We got to keep on going.
I know we'll have a good, maybe 30 minutes to get through.
I know I'm being very curt here. I don't know what term. I'm just going as fast. I'm trying to get everybody's comments in. Thunder and Pelicans here. Pelicans 233.
I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, except we got these early tip-offs, right? I mean, I'm going to take a look at the under here today. It's 5-0 in the Pelicans last 5, 5-1 the Pelicans last 6. Playing on a couple of games rest here as well. I know the Pelicans have been scoring a little bit more. I just kind of feel like this 233 is a bit much. I mean, I think the Thunder can maybe get to, I think they can probably score more in this one. Maybe give the edge to them a little bit here, but I'm going to go ahead and go under.
Well, no Brandon Ingram. That's a big deal, certainly. We know that SGA is back, but no Brandon Ingram. Well, he's questionable, but he left the last game with that ankle injury. Don't know if he'll make it back for this one. I'm going to end up on the Thunder, of course, here, Mindy. I've got to take the Thunder, don't I? I mean, here's Ron. He wants some Thunder on the money line. Here's Blake on the Thunder. Scotchlock, Thunder. Greg, Thunder. Almost going to sing that song.
No.
And looks like a lot of OKC. So Mindy's on the under and I'm on the Thunder. Thunder and under. Let's take a look now at the big game. I think, make sure we got Ferner's play in there.
There we go.
Thomas Lewis also. Okay, here it is, Mindy. But, the disappointment with the Bucks going up against the Warriors. Looks like for Giannis in this one, Mindy, he's going to be questionable with that hand injury, but it doesn't feel great right now, especially looking at the line as basically a pick'em. That feels like he's not going to play, but we don't know. We don't know. What do you think? We got to play it. Our job right here, Mindy, is this line is available. Maybe there are limits, but whatever. We're not going to be betting that much on a game. We just have to give the right pick. And this is a spot. Everyone says, wait to see what Giannis. Well, let's speculate and decide what we think is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some talk in the chat, right, Ron? I know he was talking about, he's like, I think it's a trick. I still think he might play. I'm going to go Bucks here. If I take a look at it, it's just, I don't know. They're just outscoring. They're just playing better. That team chemistry for the Warriors seems to be lacking in some sort of way. Warriors 0-3 now, giving up 127 a game here on defense. And the Bucks 3-0, they're putting up 123 pretty easily, whether or not he's going to be in there or not. I'm going to take the Bucks.
Ferner's on the Bucks. Thomas is on the Warriors. I'm on the Bucks no matter what, Mindy, with you, with or without Giannis. Now, the line will reflect it. You can wait and see. Maybe you'll get, 3 points at game time. If he's in, maybe you'll be laying a point. So that's why the timing is now. What do you want to do? I feel like I would just take the 1 point or take it on the money line right now, right? And not worry about what is going to happen. It does feel like, questionable, and this one feels kind of like a toss-up. I'm almost leaning. I don't know. He loves the high. He likes to play in games like this. Um, maybe Milwaukee can be a little bit more strict on resting right now because of their situation, but we've talked about it, right? How many times has he missed the game and Milwaukee has still come up kind of big? And that's what Scotch was talking about right there. So let's take it, Mindy, as our second play here.
Sounds
with
good.
Bucks. Thomas does not think he'll play. All right. Well, who was it that said this is a 300-point game between the Kings? Yeah, someone in the chat said it. I can't scroll. If I scroll back, we're going to take too long off the show.
Yeah.
So, you want to say it again? It was Dave. It was Dave. Kings and the Suns here. The Suns are 3. The total's up to 240.5.
Yeah, I'm going to try the Suns at home -3. 3-0, scoring 129. Kings 2-1, putting up about 126. Suns now 4-0 against the spread following an ATS win. I'm going to take the Suns here today. I think they can get it done at home.
Yep, Greg says they're hard to fade right now. And if anything, Mindy, I don't know. We have our show here. We get all excited by our viewership, and we're so cool that we get over 100. I don't think we've gotten close to the record today, but we're
Maybe
like,
close. We were like,
hey, we've got our
too
little community where we feel like we're the, I don't know. Do we have a category that can I just make my own category? What did I just call it? The reverse chemistry. Durant hits the shelf. Maybe this is it. Maybe Phoenix now is better without Durant. Is that possible? I don't know if that's really possible. I feel bad for Durant being plagued with these injuries here at the end because
it's terrible. It's terrible. What did he play? 2-3 games and now he's out.
And in general, even with the net, right? I mean, I'm almost okay, maybe he's not the best at social media. He's takes everything personally. Hey, maybe I take things too personally, but on the court, it's unquestionable what Kevin Durant can do. I don't know, but as his career winds on, does he kind of, mess things up a little bit? So I'm going to end up on the under in this game. I know Dave said 300 points, but this series, it's the same thing every time, though. You look at the two teams and you're like, here it is. Scotch is saying over. You're like, oh, here are these two teams. They're going to go over. You just think of them. Well, 6 of the last 7 meetings here in Phoenix between these two teams have gone under. And for some reason, I think it's the way these two teams actually end up matching up that ends up, making it as a lower scoring game. So again, this is, we talk about how high it goes. Curtis sees it the way I do. I'm going to go under in this one, and Mindy will be on Phoenix. Jeffrey's on the over. I know there'll be plenty of over support there in this one. So Greg said, oh, maybe that last meeting. Could check it out here. And without Durant, though. And again, no Durantula. Feel bad. 120 to 109 Phoenix on February 14th. -2.5 on that day. Okay, so Mindy on Phoenix and I'm on the under. Let's get to that hockey card here. Hey, you were asking about baseball. We'll mention that there were some more upsets in the World Baseball Classic. Take it for what it's worth, you guys. Now, Japan did beat the Czech Republic 10-2. They crushed them. They were big favorites, of course. But Netherlands and Taipei. Netherlands was a $2 favorite there, and Taipei wins it. So another upset. Now, there's another game in just 2 hours. They finally get underway here in the United States. Nicaragua and Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico is a huge favorite in this one, a $7 favorite, total 8. Then 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. Colombia and Mexico. Mexico's a $5 favorite, total 8.5 over 20. Later on, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. The Dominican Republic and Venezuela. Dominican Republic, a $3 favorite, the total 9. And there's 3 games later tonight. I don't know if the lines have even come out yet, but the night card. So a huge day in the World Baseball Classic. Great Britain, U.S., Czech Republic and Korea, Taipei and Cuba. Some of these teams are coming back. Really short rest here, having just ended their games a few hours ago. It's basically the equivalent of, playing a night game followed by a day game. It's not dramatic, but still they're doing it a little bit in the Baseball Classic. So Jeffrey Linton's got a pick there. Jim Chichiti's here today as well. We learned that Latifa, his favorite team, is the Phillies. All right, Mindy, let's get to that hockey, you guys. Massive card. Probably not a lot of analysis. Mindy will still bring it, I'm sure, but I'll probably just hopefully tag along, and that's why you guys are here joining us, it seems like, for these plays, Mindy, that you give out in hockey and that I try to agree with you on. It's really been a strong point of the show. So let's see. This is what you can do on this massive card. Let's take a look at the Red Wings.
It is huge. This is, I think, the biggest one that we've covered all season, because I think even when they started, there was only 14. I don't think we've ever had a 15 gamer.
There are some day games and early afternoon games. Most of it is a hockey night, and we'll take a look. But hey, here's Detroit and Boston to lead us off. Boston, a 360 favorite, 6 over 20.
I'm going to go over the total. 4-1, the Bruins last 5, after scoring 2 goals or less in the previous game, over 3-1-1 in the last 5 meetings between these two head-to-head. Going to go over the total of 6.
All right, Mindy wants the over here with Red Wings and Bruins go over 6 goals, she says. For me, Mindy, I think it'll be all about the Bruins here. Maybe, I've been on some of these Red Wings puck lines and even sometimes against some decent teams. Can Boston get the puck line today? I'm going to take them. I don't, obviously not going to lay it. I just prefer Boston. I know there's going to be, hey, I want to say hello to Kaija in the chat. Wow. Hello, Kaija.
Hello. What games have you missed? All of them for hockey.
It is awesome to have you. I don't know if we've acknowledged you before or seen you, so you obviously know what we're doing here, so good to have you. Boston puck line for Jeffrey. Latifa wants to go over with you, it looks like, Mindy. She'll lean to Boston. Butterscotch is on the puck line here. Greg, Boston puck line. Maybe just sit this one out. Big spread. It's a standalone game, 1 Eastern and 10 Pacific and 12 Mindy. All right, you got some agreements there with you, Mindy, on the over, and I've got some agreements with me on the puck line. I don't think we saw any Red Wings are an under. Flyers and Penguins here. The Penguins are 255, 6.5 under 15.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the under in this one. Both teams 1 and 2 over their last 3. Flyers putting up a goal or so in that time frame. Penguins scoring 3 goals a game. Under 4-1, the Flyers last 5. Under 5-2 in the Penguins last Saturday games. And guess what, Ramon? Today's Saturday. I'm going to go under the total of 6.5.
I'm going to go under the total with you here, I think, Mindy. Look, do you guys see it the same way I do? When I think of Flyers and Penguins, I'm like, oh, that's a 7, that's a 7. But I think, Mindy said it
Not
What's
with the
going on with
Flyers
the
lately.
Flyers scoring situation right now? We know they're the kings of the puck line. I mean, I had no problem there. They might do it again today, but they're going to need a big performance from Connor Hart. I'll check to see. I know there were a couple of confirmed goalies. Maybe I can get it going over here. But let's take a look at what some of the. Here's Latifa, Flyers, puck line. Greg Gillings, Flyers, puck line. Butterscotch, Flyers, puck line. Corday, Flyers on the puck line.
Yeah.
We could have done that. I don't have, I'm again. I felt the same. What Mindy said. I mean about what's going on here uh, with the Flyers as far as that scoring. So Latifa says under though agrees with us. Jim, see, he says, look, it's always a low score, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about back in the day when it just seemed to be always a crazy game between these. I'm probably thinking of the Lemieux days. So thank you, Thomas. Like and subscribe. Set those notifications. I don't think I've ever said that before.
Look at you getting all trendy.
Yeah. TJ on the puck line here. All right, Mindy, we got ourselves a play. Let's take the under in the Flyers and the Penguins. Boy, that game, man. What was that? I lost my. Okay, whoop. Not going to talk about it.
Lost my mind.
I lost my mind, losing my mind. Hellberg is confirmed in there for the Red Wings in that first game we talked about. And that's, I got a couple more for you, but most of them not any confirmed goalies. Rangers here and Sabres. Rangers on the road, $1.45, 6.5 over 25.
How about those Rangers? I'm going to go with them. They're 7-2 in the last 9 following a win here. Going Rangers. I think it's a decent price for me, minus 145.
Oh, God. How can we not? I just feel like it's a gift. Anybody want to lay the puck line at plus money in this game? We'll take the Rangers on the money line, Mindy, just to be sure. Looks like a pretty decent price for a favorite in this spot with Shesterkin. Hopefully he's in there. No confirmation yet. Looks like here Greg's on the Rangers money line. Is TJ on the over in this one? It's funny because I always remember the first half of the year. I was like, it's just Turkin games. I wanted the under. Yep. Here, I kind of might want the over in this one. TJ says over. Latifa says over. Moneyline Mills says Rangers. Yep, no doubt about it, Greg. Why not put a little bit on the puck line? Rangers in regulations, even a better price. Hey, maybe that's the answer. TJ Rangers, Jim Rangers.
TJ Rangers.
Lots of Rangers and over here. Yeah, 6.5. I'm not thrilled. It's 6.5 and it's juiced to the over like this, like it's an automatic 7. Just be careful, everybody. Oh, they do, Dave. No doubt about it. I just think it's the matchup is why we're going to be a challenge there, I think. I think we're in a challenge, Dave, on that one. Okay, Mindy. Let's take a look now. Coyotes and Avalanche. In this one, the Avalanche. Hey, I've got a chat room special here. They're minus 420.
Special, right. Huh? What kind of special?
6.5 under 15. Well, walk this way and go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and try the Coyotes on the puck line. Coyotes 5-2 in their last 7 games, playing on a day's rest. I think they can maybe keep it close.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? This is an Arizona team that we've gone to the well with quite a bit. Hey, Timmy, stick around. We've got a few free pick for you coming up in just a moment.
This free pick is going to be the Coyotes.
Okay. Mindy says, take the Coyotes here on the puck line. Man, they're showing a lot of heart. getting these puck lines sometimes. And there is your free pick. That's the Timmy Wynn free pick of the day. Take the Coyotes. I'm going to be on the under, though, Mindy, in this one. That's what I'll do. And that's my Timmy Wynn pick of the day in the NHL.
Giving Timmy nothing but free picks.
Two free picks for Timmy.
Penn State is his free pick? Or our free pick?
So Butterscotch,
it is our free pick as well.
Look, Butterscotch says Arizona's actually done very well against Colorado. I feel like, man, I'm worried about Xavier here and getting all these starts. Will he be in there today? I'm showing now it could be Connor Ingram possibly. I'm going to refresh these goalies here. All right. Max Newman's got a prop for you in this game. Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, thanks. We gave out Penn State.
Yeah, we did give out Penn State.
Okay.
Dropping by just to give out free picks.
Nice to have you. Okay. Mindy, I'm on the under, and Mindy's on the Coyotes puck line.
Let's go, Coyotes.
Jets and Panthers. Panthers minus $1.25 here. Total 6.5. 6.5 flat.
Oh, I'm going to take the Jets in this one. I'm going to go ahead and take the Jets. I think they can get it done. I think this is my spot for some plus money today, a little bit. The plus 111 is where I saw it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Jets today. I feel like they've been letting me down. I'm hoping not today. I know the Panthers are 3-0, still only putting up 2 goals a game here, going with the Jets. All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Jets as well in this one. I could have seen the Panthers favored by a little more. In fact, we're not getting the best of the line, right? I mean, it's already moved in the Jets' direction. Hopefully, that's the sign we need, and just have to sacrifice the tax there a little bit, Mindy. But I'll take the Jets with you for our second hockey play so far. Sure, we want the better price. Nothing we can do. Jets in this one. Here comes TJ on the Jets. Butterscotch says win, and that means Winnipeg, but it also means win. Winnipeg, and over for Latifa. Corday's got a regulation draw here. All right, Mindy, let's take the Jets in this one.
Jets it is. Consensus blue shirt Mindy day.
Okay, might see a goalie here for the Devils. We'll see, but there is some talk that could be. I don't know if it is. Okay, but let's take a look. Obviously a big favorite here in this game, and Jake Allen is confirmed for Montreal, but Akiri Schmid is not confirmed here. But maybe our Devils correspondent has heard what the Devils' plans might be tonight. But they are 255, and the total is 6.5 over 15.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take this Canadiens team here on the puck line, minus 110. I know the Devils are good, right? I know it. They're 2-1 over their last 3 games, but still allow 3.5 goals a game here. Canadiens 0-3. They're kind of the same thing, in the same boat, allowing about 3.5 goals here. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the Canadiens on the puck line. I've been on the Devils a lot on the puck line, and they just haven't been covering for me. I think I'm going to switch it up here a little bit, go Canadiens.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the direction I'd have to go. It'd be to New Jersey should win. Why can't they get these puck lines against bad teams? I don't know. But let's see what we've got here with the chat. I did see Corday on the Canadiens money line. You know Corday is going to be coming in on a dog in the NHL, a hot dog like that.
Hot dog.
By Canadiens. Liking the plus money here as well if Jim is talking about this game. Greg's on the Devils. I mean, what are they, a parlay piece? Is that the best? Here's Scotch, though. He does like the puck line here. Greg's on the puck line with the Devils. Here's the Laccaroni, the Gary Laccaroni. I'm sorry. That was an earlier game, but I just wanted to say that again.
Latifa.
Oh, man. So Latifa is going Canadian somehow?
Yeah, that's what she said. Going Canadians.
Okay.
I love money more than my team. You got to bet with your head, not your heart, right? That's how it is.
I'll be on the under here in this one, no matter who's in goal for the Devils today. It's mostly banking against the Canadians, you guys. Maybe it'll be 3-2, and we'll all get home. I don't know. Sorry about that to the Devils backers. I actually am, not thrilled about taking the Canadians in this spot, but just because, New Jersey's on the road. But Montreal's actually made some money for some people at home, no doubt about it.
So we could put Doritos on pizza, kind of like just a taco pizza, right? Something like that.
Isn't there? Yeah, I thought there was something like that. I did the big New Yorker for the first time, the Pizza Hut one.
Was it good? Is that pizza?
It actually, yeah, I mean, I'm not, Pizza Hut probably down there on the list for it. It's not like it's 1975 Walk This Way all over again, where Pizza Hut was like the greatest thing. But it actually was like the best pizza.
Yeah, the pan pizza was something new for us at the time.
Yeah, you're right. Anybody remember square pan pizza? Yes. But it was actually I was like, man, is this the best Pizza Hut pizza I've ever had? Maybe it is.
All okay. Right. Upgrade.
Mindy's on the puck line. I'm on the under. Let's go to the Blackhawks and the Lightning here, where it's the Lightning are, 465, 6.5 under 15.
How about maybe an over in this one, Ramon? Both teams here 1-4 over their last 5 games. Blackhawks allowing 3.5 goals a game. Lightning giving up 4.4 goals per game. Over 6-1 the Blackhawks last 8 road games. 5-1 the Lightning's last 6 home games. Taking over the total.
I'm going to go over with you. It's all 6.5-y, right? It easily could have. They're not. The bookmakers aren't. They're not crazy. They know what they're doing. I don't know why some of my model comes in lower. This just feels like an over game for sure. I'm kind of going against my numbers here. Big Zombies is here today. Right? What I call it, like a pizza hangover, and I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
Is Latifa going?
It just means you have to eat more pizza to get rid of your hangover, right?
Butterscotch, love that. Okay, that might be something to really look into right there.
Sure, I like it.
Is Latifa's going over in this one? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, over. She's not only going over; she's going over. Yeah, Corday, is it? I mean, if that's the truth, then you know what Corday is doing. I'm just waiting for him to say it officially. Right. I mean, I got to think that Corday is going to be punching at least one bet in on the Blackhawks money line. Thomas says bookmakers make all the steam. I don't know. I think bookmakers set their. I mean,
could be some, but
they've got to protect. I mean, you guys. I don't want to say just because squares don't want to play underdogs doesn't mean they can't be concerned about the sharps coming in on the dogs. I mean, the sharps. I know that the sharps are on the favorites today so far, though. Mindy, you look at some of these prices today.
Huge.
I mean, to me, they're on the light. I mean, what was the Lightning earlier, right? Here's the thing: we know that squares are going to put them in parlays, but nobody like Corday. I'm not saying Corday wouldn't do it. I'm just saying in general, no one wants to walk up to the window with $500 to win $100, right? But yet, why does a line move from 415 to 465? Thomas, I understand what that maybe they're suggesting, you know what, we don't want to have all this parlay exposure, but parlay players are probably going to give their money back while sharps are going to come in and, this thing, I'm just saying, this thing went from 415 to 465. So, okay, Mindy, but we're on the over because we don't want to fool around with those big numbers.
Right.
Oh, man, Blake, nice.
I know, I'm hungry, like super hungry.
We got to get out of here. Let's go. Edmonton and Maple Leafs here. Wow, Edmonton's been fun to watch of late, haven't they? Edmonton is a dog. Maple Leafs, Murray, I believe he's one of the confirmed goalies, 125, 7 under 25.
Oh, I'm going to try the Maple Leafs here at home. They're 4-1 the last 5 versus a team here with a winning record, still ranked 4th in goals against. I'm going to take them here today at home. Maple Leafs, minus 125.
Okay. Mindy, on the Maple Leafs here.
Okay.
Just stop those Oilers. A little bit. So, nobody likes this game, it looks like, or I'm a little behind, so I might just have to. Latifah's got the body blue raised arms. She's got the body blue raised arms. All right. I'm just gonna go under this 7 goals. I know it's Edmonton versus Toronto. 6.5, and again, maybe I could buy it down and go over, but I think it's 7 goals. I'm just going to take the under. Here's Edmonton in regulation for butterscotch. All right. Next up, we got St. Louis and Columbus here.
Blue Jackets.
Yep. Blues and Blue Jackets. And in this one, the Blues are a road favorite. Take a screenshot, everybody. 6.5 over 15.
Right. Might not ever see it again. But the Blues are playing, and the Blue Jackets are playing, so I'm taking the over. 3-1-1 the Blues last 5. 5-1-1 in the last 7. Head-to-head between these two teams to the over as well. Over 6.5 goals for me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, it'd be like one of the, Ramon takes over in the Blues games every time.
Except for today.
No, we're going over.
Oh, okay.
Especially against Columbus. I would think this one's going over, you guys. Isn't it? I mean, if I just take over every time, I'm going to win 50% of the time.
That's
Jeffrey
right.
says over. Actually, it'd be more than that, of course. We talked about the Blues and my penchant for taking them over all season long. 19-12 to the over on the road.
Ramones made money.
To the over as a favorite. Latifah over as well. Okay, we're getting near the finish here.
Not even close.
Well, when you're talking about 30 games and you got 5 left. Golden Knights, quick. That looks unusual to see that on the screen. I think we did it once before, but quick. Could he be in there again for the Golden Knights? The Golden Knights playing a little bit better, but they're going up against that Hurricanes team. Hurricanes, big favorite, 205 now, 6 flat.
Yeah, I don't know if I like the Hurricanes enough to do minus 190. I mean, my numbers kind of tell me to. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at the under. It's 11-2 Golden Knights last 14 road games. Pretty big numbers there. And the under's 5-0 in the Hurricanes last 5 home games. Let's go under the total.
Let's go under the total, everybody. Let's go under the total with Vegas and Carolina here. See, Corday, you know what I respect about Corday? He will take a big favorite. He will take a big dog. To me, that shows a sign of a good capper. Not necessarily worrying about – I'm sure he worries about the price, but, he's willing to take a stand on the price.
Right.
So, Latifah VGK here. Butterscotch VGK. Is that really the price for the puck line? That's pretty cheap.
What did I have
You
it
know
at?
what?
I
If
had
you
it at
go-
like minus 160, so the line must have.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm showing it very close to this. Now I'm showing him 150 at the square books. But whatever the case may be, that's nothing ridiculous at all. And here's Greg, VGK puck line for sure. Might make my card is what I'm thinking.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever had. I was gonna ask you something. I don't know if you ever had. The chat might put me on premiums here. I was gonna ask you something now that I.
Me?
Yeah, I always have some questions for you, but I was like, man, I want to tell Mindy about. Okay, here's the cap. We're on the under there. Caps, Caps and Islanders. Islanders $1.25, 5.5 over 50. Oh, here's that 5.5 game. Right, everybody? So is this an automatic under, right? I don't know. What say Mindy Hahn?
I don't really think so today. I was gonna look at the under or the over, not the under, the over.
Oh, okay.
It's 4-1-1. The Islanders last 6 and 14-5. The Islanders last 19 Saturday games. Ramon, today is Saturday for me. I think the Islanders are going to come to play. I think the Capitals are going to score some goals. I'm going to take the over.
Well, it's Monday for me. Well, I feel like it when we're talking about the morning.
Because our day off yesterday, right?
Well, yeah. Well, thanks to you, I've got a day off. Otherwise, I'd probably just keep going.
Right. I know. I'm
That'd be a good idea. You're like, Mama Bear, keeping me under. Okay, here's Jim with the Isles. I'm going to be on the Isles for sure with Jim. Is Pick Zombies going under here or over? I can't tell. Brother, what you doing there? Shot both over and under. Latifa on the over here. Butterscotch on the over here. They like over with it. He likes it. He likes it to get to 6 goals. All right. I'm going to go with the Isles here. Mindy's on the over in Capitals and Islanders. All right, Senators and the Canucks. It's hockey night. Ottawa 130. Total 6.5 over 30.
I'm going to go more over 6-1-1 Canucks last 8 games, playing on a couple days. Rest 7-1 the Senators last 8 versus a team with a winning record. Going to go over the total there in this one too.
I got to draw the line somewhere.
I
kind of look. It's going to be, it's not going to be 2-1. It's not even going to be 3-2, but it's going to be right there. I like the Senators to win this game on the road tonight at Vancouver. And I'm going to take the small favorite. And here comes Butterscotch. He's with me. Corday is going to be watching hockey all day.
Right.
So, and all night. And hockey night. Take the Senators. And I'm on the Senators. Mindy's on the over. I'd probably just, a price play for me be, to go under. But look, I know it's going to be right there. It probably is going to be one of those. I don't want to talk about that game that was 3-3. It was 3-2. Road team losing. And, how they got a shorthanded a power play goal. That's fine. All right, Mindy, let's take a look now at the Predators and the Kings. Oh, the Kings. $1.55 and the total 6. Oh, I skipped to Kraken, but I'm sorry. We could do this one.
Yeah, I like the Kings. They are 6-0 in their last 6 home games. Why wouldn't I pick the Kings when they're scoring like 4.5 goals a game? I'll take them.
All right, I'll take them with you. Let's take the Kings. I love what's going on right now. I mean, who does? I don't want to say who does. I'm a Kings fan. You guys know that. And I think this is a reasonable price. See what the chat has here.
Scotch lock.
Okay, is the Kings a Scotch lock?
The Kings is a Scotch lock.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I didn't do the graphic for it. I gotcha.
Yeah. Yep. I went right. I thought I did, but I might have clicked the. I might have deleted on accident. So no problem there. We're looking at the Kings here. I've got the Kings. Mindy's got the Kings. It's premium consensus. What do you guys have here? Thanks for putting up with me there. Here's Blake on the Kings. It is the Scotch lock, you said. Zombie says slam it. Hand green crystal ball says Kings it is. Take the Kings tonight. Premium consensus right there.
Ramon, we're getting close.
Yep, we're almost done. We got to get ready to those other games here. Here's the Stars going up against the Kraken. Stars on the road minus $1.20. Total 6/15.
Well, these might be one of my two favorite teams this year. I mean, otherwise, I always like the Oilers. I like the Kraken. But yeah, the Stars have been one of my favorites, and so I'm going to take them here today. Both teams 2-1 over the last 3. Stars, well, until as of late, or at least they have 1 good 10, right? Kraken, they've been, I think, doing a little bit more here as of late, but the Stars are 4-1 in the last 5 overall. Taking the Stars.
Butterscotch, is that going over those 6 goals? I don't know, man. With Ottinger in here, man, I like the Stars, Mindy. Let's take the Stars. Are the Stars, we talked about how the West is starting to shape up, and I keep kind of leaving out the Stars a little bit, but I think, when you've got a goalie like Ottinger, right? Greg Gillings is on the Stars. And remember the Queen's Gaze? Well, that was the Queen's Gaze was the Kings. Let's take the Stars, Mindy. But Ottinger is, I think helps them be a contender deep into the playoffs.
Sure.
For the Stars. So, and I'm going to take them right here with you as a road favorite against the Kraken. Against our Kraken, I know. Yep, but no, on the road we want the Stars here. Low scoring game, I would think. You guys. All right. This is it.
We're doing it.
Good.
The last one, we made it through the 30 games.
Got the Minnesota Wild, $1.75 here. 6/20.
I feel like I got to take this Wild team versus the Sharks at home. They're 6-1 in their last 7. Let's go ahead and take the Wild today. Finish up strong on this card.
Yeah, I mean, I want to take the Wild for sure. I'd take them on the puck line, but I want to have a play with Mindy here, and I think 175 is reasonable. I think we can get 175. So let's add the Wild to our card. Maybe they can get the puck line tonight. Yeah, the Sharks, they show enough life that maybe we can just take them on the money line here, Mindy. But I would expect Fleury to have a pretty strong performance tonight against the Sharks if he's indeed in goal. Actually, I'm showing it might be Gustafsson now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what you think of the Flyers goalie combination, but I think that they're, pretty interchangeable. So Butterscotch says Wild's an auto under for him. Yeah, watch out, man. Right. Well, San Corday says under as well. Latifa says Minnesota. San Jose can end up giving up some goals here and there. Latifa. All right, Mindy will put up the plays. And I'll talk about Tony's
Tons
picks.
of NHL here. Tons of NHL.
Tony'sPicks.com. Our premium picks, our best picks. College basketball, Penn State, and FAU for the free complimentary selections here on the Morning Steam. Hope we're talking about these winners tomorrow.
That's right.
Pick Zombies was on the Wild. Here's the NBA plays. Jazz under and Bucks +1. Check out the handicapper leaderboards over at Tony'sPicks.com. See who's hot.
Ramon's hot.
Well, we'll see. Let's have a good day. But over last month, they're nearly 4,000 units, 38.66. So, use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you guys. Hey, we got up over 100. We didn't get the record. No big deal.
We're close, 118. So,
Wow, really? That is great. You guys are awesome. We got the Discord. Meet us in the Discord. And maybe Team Mindy and I up on the 2-for-1 capper promotion.
Right. Cha-ching.
Oh boy, that's a lot of hockey action.
Yeah,
Here it is.
Hockey.
Flyers under 6.5. Rangers money line. Jets money line. Blackhawks over. Blues over. Golden Knights under. You're not just adding. You didn't add a bunch of plays, did you?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, the Stars are up there twice.
Oh, did I put Stars twice?
Yeah, but you didn't miss. You didn't. Oh, you didn't miss one though. It's just on there twice. Okay. You actually. So I was just saying that kind of in jest, and you actually did put an extra one. But I meant like, did you add some other plays that we didn't have?
I know what you meant, but yeah, I did put an extra Stars in there. I like the Stars, extra lot.
I do like the Stars. If we
extra lots of Stars.
If you get stuck making those packages, Minnie, let's make Stars our single play.
All right, we'll do it. Our single.
All right, thanks everybody. Let's go. Great job, everyone. Great comments. Appreciate the support. Like and subscribe and all that. And just want to real quick, Mindy. I was going to cover the games here. I wanted to give up the matchups. This is the XFL today. Houston undefeated on the road. They're favored on the road by 9 over winless Orlando. Meanwhile, San Antonio 1-2 on the road at Seattle 1-2. Seattle is a 4-point favorite. The total 40.5. And the total in the Houston game was 38. So no picks, just
Nothing's coming in with picks though. Look at this.
Oh, could we have a pick from the chat?
Yeah. Jonathan says XFL Roughnecks Dragons parlay.
Okay, for tomorrow.
64.
I think that is tomorrow. So no, that's that's Houston. Yeah. Oh, that's Houston. Okay.
Seattle Dragons.
Yeah, the Dragons. Yeah. Yep. Seattle Sea Dragons. Got to get these right. That's why I have no picks, right? We don't even know who these are. We know Houston though. They own this league. It seems like.
Guess.
All right, Mindy. Great job. Yeah. Thanks everybody. We'll get you out of here.
Let's get some wins.
Let's go. We got 15 minutes. Got a couple of games started. From Mindy Hahn, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.